The Daily Purge. How you doing? Really late today, 22:11 or 10:11 p.m. Central Eastern Time, Central European Time, which means it's 10, 11, 12. It's 5 p.m., 4 p.m. East Coast, U.S. of America, U.S. of A. I read a lot of books, and I listen to a lot of books. Put it that way. I do read books too, but I listen to more books than I read, I would have to say, just to be real with you. And there's a lot. I can't remember which books are which because I listen to them all, all mixed up. So I'll listen to a chapter of this and a chapter of that and a chapter of this and that one the next day and this one the next morning and that kind of stuff. So I can't remember which book is which because I don't really care about the title. I care about the impact it has on my mind, my mindset, the way that I drive my life, the way that I see the world. And one that I'm reading now. Hey Joe, what up? Yeah, it's very late. So one right now is talking about. But you're here. That's right, Joe. Grazie. One that I'm reading now it's blowing my mind. It really is because I talk about that voice inside, self-dialogue, and how dangerous it can be, or how demeaning it is to yourself, and that you should always treat yourself like you would treat a child in your mind inside. And some people are like, well, I don't have a, you're probably thinking, I don't have a voice inside my head. I don't have an internal dialogue. Well, this guy says that thought that you have, saying that you don't have an internal dialogue, is your internal dialogue, just so we're clear. And he was talking about most everything you ever want to do or stop or start is literally a decision. But we overcomplicate everything because our mind is so used to looking for ways out, shortcuts, whatever it is. And he used an example of smoking, right? So if you want to stop smoking, stop putting cigarettes between your lips. It's a decision. If your body wants it, don't put the cigarette between your lips. If you just ate and you feel like having one, don't put the cigarette between your lips. It's true, right? It's true. It's literally a simple decision that you got to make for anything. And then, of course, when we realize you're either, like most people, either stuck in the trauma of the past or worried about the, anxiety of the future, that they totally miss what they're doing right now. And right now is the only time you can make change. You can't make change in the future or in the past, right? And there's a lot of things that we can't change, so why worry? And then there's the thing about letting go and accepting. It's a decision too, like what I went through. It's a decision for me. It's a simple decision. Is it hard? Yeah. Do I have pain? Yeah. Is it emotional? Yeah. But I can't block it. I can't hide it. I can't push it away. I have to acknowledge it and accept it as what it is and let it go, right? I have the choice. It's like this. You're in a bad mood, right? A couple days, everyone's been there. You had a couple days, couple weeks, maybe even longer, where you were just depressed and you couldn't do anything. You were laying on the sofa or whatever, right? And then someone calls out of the blue, and you're just like, I have no energy. I can't. I'm dead. I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't do this. I can't do that. And I'll explain why I think this is important is because when someone then calls, like say a girlfriend calls or something, ex-girlfriend or an ex-boyfriend calls and says, hey, I've been thinking about you. I really want to have you back. What's it going to do? Can I come by? And you're like, shit, you're going to jump off the sofa, clean the apartment, take a shower, do your hair, make sure like suddenly you have that energy again. So what does that tell you? It's a freaking decision. It's a decision whether you have the energy or not. And if you're saying, well, I'm tired, well, think about energy for a second. Does energy die? Does it dissipate? No, energy never dissipates and it never dies. It's always there. So why do we lose energy? Because we're making decisions on all these external things that are bothering us, that we want to achieve, that people are trying to get us to do, arguments with the spouse, maybe arguments with business partners. All these things weigh on our mind and keep us from our joy. And it's a simple decision to not allow that to happen. Now, you're going to get some feedback if you do this. Some people will think suddenly you don't care, but you do care. You're just not being emotional about it. And you're not allowing it to dictate your mood of every single day. Learning how to let go is an art. It is indeed, Jillian. How are you, Jillian Zandoval? Awesome to hear from you. So all these things that we're told and we think and we believe and all these things, these are all ways of distracting us from making a simple decision to let go, to stop, to start, to go left, right, front, whatever you want to do. It's a simple decision every single time. It's a simple decision. A simple decision to let go of the trauma, a simple decision to let go of the past pain. And I know I'm breaking it down really simple. And I know there's therapy and stuff like that. But this is the deal. Because there's therapy out there, does that mean it has to be like that? And because people say you can't cure trauma without therapy, is that really how it is? Or is that just what we've conditioned to know, to do, and to believe because that's how it's been? You know what I mean? Like, what's true for you? What's your truth? It doesn't matter what other people's truth are. I'm 55 years old. No one thinks I'm 55. I don't feel 55. I don't act 55. Right? Why am I able to stay younger and other 55-year-olds look like they're 70? Because they believe the hype. They believe it. We get older as we get older. We have to get wrinkled. We have to get old. And I don't believe that. You know, I just don't even buy into that mindset. I don't even feel like I'm 55 years old. I'm always shocked. I'll be 55 next month. I'm always shocked when I think about it. Like, damn, I'm 55. I'm almost 60 years old. What the hell? You know, hopefully the new 60 will be the 60 will be the new 40 by the time I get to be 60. Yeah. You know, but it's something to really think about. Like, what am I complicating in my life? How am I making my life miserable or even more complicated or whatever, just by not making a decision or not doing what I want to do based on a decision, letting go. Like I have to let go of a lot of stuff, believe me, like with the situation that I'm in. And those of you who know, and those of you who don't, I'm sorry, I'm not going to repeat it here. But I have to let go of a lot of things on a daily basis that would otherwise, if I wasn't in that ability, if I didn't have that ability to let go, if I didn't have that ability to make my choice, for me, the most important choice, then I would be going crazy. So, you know what? It's okay. The books I'm reading, The Untethered Soul, right? The Inside Out Revolution, Reality Transurfing, Wild at Heart, The Roadmap to Purpose. Like these are 5 books that I read and listen to, and there's more. But they're the ones to listen to right now. If you want to grab The Untethered Soul, that's basically what I'm basing most of this on right now. An incredible book. And it really helps you realize things like, yeah, man, I mean, Jesus. Or Letting Go by David R. Hawkins. It's an amazing book as well. He's written a lot of books. Power versus Force, or whatever it is. Oh man, just some really good stuff. Really, really good stuff going on. Don't let the world get you down. Energy never dies. Keep it inside of you. Use it to your advantage. Make the decision not to let others or anything take you down, because you know what? It's going to be all right. No, how did he say it? It's the only time that everything is going to be all right is when you think it's all right. Again, simple, right? Make the decision. Everything's all right. It's the only time it'll ever be all right, when you think it is. That's fucking so profound. I love that. All right, everybody, have a fantastic one. And on that note, remember, it's all about quality of life.